Welcome back to the False Prophet channel. And this is Brother Jacob, and this is the False Prophet channel, where we get Islam destroyed and the false prophet of Islam, Muhammad, destroyed on a regular basis. And here lately, since we have so many videos already in our database destroying Muslims, I thought that I would take a turn and start destroying the Black Hebrew Israelite doctrine. That's a very poisonous doctrine that's really misleading a lot of people and, quite frankly, sending a lot of people to hell. Okay. And one of the doctrines that the Black Hebrew Israelites teach, they teach that salvation is only for them. So they have this thing, they'll say, well, salvation is just for blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics. But mainly they talk about the blacks, but they just throw Hispanics and Native Americans in there for whatever reason. Doesn't even make sense. But be that as it may, we're going to debunk these Black Hebrew Israelites once and for all. Now, if any of you Black Hebrew Israelites listen to this video, I dare you, I challenge you. I want to see if you are brave enough to step up to the plate and refute what I'm about to say on this video. Okay? Now, we can easily, this is the easiest way, well, one of the easiest ways to debunk the Black Hebrew Israelites, right? Now, they say Jesus only died for us. He didn't die for white people. He didn't die for Chinese people. He didn't die for Arab people, blah, blah, blah. He only died for us, the 12 tribes. But little do they know, I got a surprise for them tonight, okay? Let's go to the book of Mark, chapter 16, and let's start reading at verse 15 and 16. Now, Black Hebrew Israelites, I promise you, it's not going to be any way in the world that you will be able to get out of this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that Black Hebrew Israelites say, one of their favorite excuses that they like to use, they like to say, who was the audience? Have you ever heard them say that? Like, you'll read John 3:16 and it says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him will not perish, but will have everlasting life. And you know what they'll say? That's not for everybody. The world in that verse, it means Israel only. And besides, who was Jesus speaking to? Who was the audience? Okay. But little do they know, I got a surprise for them. And I'm going to ask them a question after I break this down. And I'm going to ask them, who was the audience? And I guarantee you, they're not going to have no way out of it. So let's start reading. Mark chapter 16. We're reading from the KJV. Let's start at verse 15. And we're going to highlight the important areas so they will have no way to escape. Okay? Now, this is what it says. Mark 15. And let's start at verse 15. Mark chapter 16, we started at verse 15. And he said unto them, the he is Jesus. This is Jesus speaking. And he said unto them, the them are his disciples. Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every, let's highlight that, to every creature. So Black Hebrew Israelites, do you see that? Jesus Christ instructed his disciples before he left, before he ascended. He instructed his disciples to go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Now, black Hebrew Israelites, how many creatures did he say preach the gospel to throughout the world? Did he say one creature? Did he say two creatures? Or did he say, let's highlight it, or did he say every creature? Black Hebrew Israelites. You know what every mean? He didn't say, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every Israelite creature. He didn't say that. He said, every creature. Every is the amount. I repeat, black Hebrew Israelites, every is the amount. He said, every creature. Okay. Now, my second thing I want to point out is to the black Hebrew Israelites and everybody listening, this is how you refute the little excuse they use when they say, who is the audience? So, black Hebrew Israelites, I got a question for you. When Jesus instructed his disciples to go out and to preach the gospel, who is the audience? The audience, ladies and gentlemen, the audience is every creature throughout the world. Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. So as you see, we have debunked one of their favorite excuses. Who was the audience? Isn't that what they say to us? Who was the audience? Who was the audience? We've debunked their favorite excuse headline. Who is the audience, black Hebrew Israelites? The audience is every creature. So that's out of the way. So they can't use that who is the audience argument anymore. Okay. So now in verse 16, we about to put the cherry on top. He that believeth, let's highlight it. So we showed you who the audience is, black Hebrews. Let's highlight it. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. So black Hebrew Israelites, let's start from the top. Let's highlight verses 15 and 16. Let's start from the top. Put on your thinking caps, black Hebrews. This is not that difficult, okay? And he said unto them, talking to his disciples, go ye into all the world. The world is the theater. That's the audience. And preach the gospel to every creature. So the audience who the disciples are told to go preach to, black Hebrew Israelites, is every creature. So there go your audience. And out of that audience, watch what Jesus says. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap. So they have no more excuse to be saying only Israelites can have salvation. Who is the audience? We have refuted and debunked their most famous headline excuse of who is the audience. Mark chapter 16, verse 15 through 16. Use this video as a witnessing tool. Whenever a black Hebrew Israelite try to tell you, oh, only Israelites can be saved, say, Tell them, take them to Mark chapter 16, start at verse 15, show them the audience. And then show them verse 16, who out of the audience can be saved. Jesus said, he that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. So out of that audience of every creature that his disciples were instructed to spread the gospel to, anyone in that audience who believes and is baptized shall be saved. And anyone out of that audience who do not believe, they shall be damned, just like the verse says. And with that, we're going to end this video. We have debunked the Black Hebrew Israelites' favorite excuse, their favorite little punchline of who is the audience once and for all. We have put it in the dirt. They can no longer say that. If they don't admit that these two verses out of Jesus' mouth prove salvation for everyone, then guess what? Just dust your sandals off, like the Bible say, and just leave them be, because there's nothing left to be said after watching this video. So any of you Black Hebrew Israelites, if you got something to say about this, leave it in the chat. I don't want you running all around the Bible playing Bible hopscotch, because I didn't play Bible hopscotch. And when Jesus was telling his disciples these words, he was not playing Bible hopscotch. So if you're going to refute me, deal with these two verses right here, and I guarantee you there is no way out. And with that, this is Brother Jacob. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you thought about this video in the comments section below. I challenge any of you Black Hebrews to step up to the plate. You cannot get out of this. Your little excuse, who was the audience, is done. It's 6 feet under. And with that, this is Brother Jacob signing out.